into questions with our student athletes today. We have Caileigh, Walsh, and Paige, Mott. Question, raise your hand. I'll call on you, and if you have a question for one player, please direct it to either Caileigh or Paige.
You guys have pretty much dropped 90 points in back-to-back games. What's been the biggest thing you guys have been impressed with offensively?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
I think the way that we move the ball. I think that we have really worked on playing unselfishly, making the extra pass. I think that we have a lot of people who are capable of passing well. And I think that when we limit our turnovers, we're going to be even better.
I agree 100%. I think we have a lot of unselfish players that want to see other people score. So it's part of it.
Paige, this is now 2 straight games with a double-double. What do you think switched up in the offseason now that you're becoming borderline dominant on the boards? What do you think has helped with that?
I don't know. I think I see what my team needs. What they need from me is consistent rebounds, and points, even like when some people aren't stepping up. But Caileigh's going to get back out there. She's going to come in strong. My mom also told me to get a double-double, so.
Listen to your mom.
Paige, how has your confidence grown on the court from last season to this one?
My confidence, throughout my 4 years here, I played under like Veronica Burton, Sydney Wood, Courtney Shaw, and I think I just looked up to them throughout the season, even when I wasn't playing in some years. So I know what to be because I've had those role models.
It seemed that every time Omaha attempted to round a comeback, y'all had a proper response. Was there any type of motivation or game plan behind that?
I think for us, it was just a pride sort of thing. Like let's not let them go on a run. Let's get our lead back. Try to hold it off as long as we could.
You guys, after starting pretty slow against UIC, you got out to that 17-0 run. Was there a message in practice, and what kind of adjustments did you guys make in between games to really make that happen?
I think that we just really wanted to come out in this game making sure that we knew we could dominate this team. So I think that we just really wanted to come out swinging and come out and getting the jump on them so that we could have the rest of the game to really just dig in and focus on defense.
Yep. In practice, we did a lot of layup drills, a lot of running drills, so that helped.
Seems like everyone's really stepped up going from last season to this season. Has there been any key takeaways that you've gotten from these first 2 games?
I think that really anyone on our team can step up any game. I think that that's an important takeaway, and I think that that's dangerous in the Big Ten, especially because when you have a couple really good players, it's easier to stop. When you have a lot of good players that can step up, it's harder to defend everyone.
Agree 100%.
Your teammates shot the ball pretty well today, over 40% from 3. How did that kind of open up the space and give you both the chance to operate top?
It definitely opened it up a lot more than it has been in previous years. I'm super excited about that. We've always had shooters. It just last year wasn't the greatest look, but we're coming back and we're coming harder, and once we're a threat from the outside, we're still a threat from the inside.
Caileigh, this is now 2 games in double figures for you, but also 2 games where there's been a fouling out. Is there anything that you think needs to be fixed, or is it just a matter of getting your feet back under you?
I think that I need to take more accountability to play smarter defense, move my feet. There's no reason that I should be fouling out of the Nebraska-Omaha game. There's no excuse, and I think that I'm really just going to take this stat line that I had today and use it as motivation out for Wednesday's game. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, we did some great things today, and we did some sloppy things, and we got to. And again, it's not even Thanksgiving yet, so I think most college basketball teams right now are trying to find themselves, and see what works, and looking for combinations, and we're in the same boat from that standpoint. Disappointed in our defense, in the second half. Just feel like we left people open and didn't block them out. Turned the ball over on. We got a little sloppy, and we got to clean that up. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to focus. Omaha came in and played hard, scrappy, dribble drive right at us, took the ball into the lane the whole second half, and we got to do a much better job there. On Wednesday night we played Notre Dame, and on the road, which will be a great game and a great matchup, and we're going to have to defend 40 minutes. So again, this time of year, it's why you play these games. And the Big Ten, hopefully we'll learn something to get ready for our conference.
Questions?
Coach, Mel Daly, obviously another great game, pretty much automatic from the mid-range. Was there anything like over the offseason that you saw from her that really, obviously she's a good mid-range player to begin with, but was there anything you saw to kind of facilitate this change?
Well, we saw her freshman year, we saw some of this. I remember we beat Iowa on the road, and she had 21, and I was like, this girl just has a knack of scoring the ball. And I think she came back when we went, we had the opportunity to play in Spain in August, and we could see it then, just confidence-wise. And she just, she now has the ability to bounce back. When she misses a shot, she's right back into play. So we're excited for her, I think. The one thing she can do too is create her own shot. So I'm really proud of her the other night and today.
Coach, 5 players in double figures today. What does it mean to you to have the ability to get good offensive players, not just like Mel, but also Paige and Haley, Caileigh, Caroline? What does it mean that the offense is coming from all over?
Yeah, I thought you guys were both on point, with our players. I feel like we're a lot, we have a lot more firepower, and something like Caileigh got in foul trouble, so other people step up, and we're a little better. Let me see, today we were 8 for 19 from 3, and if we can do that, if we can hit 6, 7 threes a game just to open the floor up, I feel like we'll be hard to guard. We're deeper, and I said, this time of year when you're coaching, when you score a lot of points and you're like, man, our defense, we got to clean up, But I'm proud of the fact that I feel like we share the ball, and we got more people confidently shooting the ball.
Coach, on that note, 29 of your 35 field goals were assisted. So what does it mean to have that teamwork and cohesiveness as the team navigates the season with a challenge like Notre Dame next week?
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing is, are we getting the ball to the right people at the right time? And that's the key. The fact that we're assisting on buckets, we looked up the floor in transition. I feel like we made some great passes in transition. And, our threes were all, off pretty good passes, the ones we made, kick-outs. And, so it's encouraging that we're getting the ball reversed a little bit. We get a little sloppy, but like I said, it's probably every coach right now saying the same thing.
Even though Omaha was able to kind of get out in transition late, like what would you credit to that 17-0 start and really kind of just stifling them early?
Yeah, we came out, and I think, like a lot of teams, we're young too. For a team with some older players, we're pretty young as far as combinations playing together. And so seeing the ball go in the basket early, I think really, got their confidence up. We got some steals and turnovers, and, defended, and, just how you want to start a game. But you got to sustain it though, and that's what we talked about after the game. We had these runs where we were up 25, then you give up 3 threes in a row or something like that, or we foul. We got to. And when you can't let your offense be your defense, you got to. If you miss a shot, you got to get it back the other end. In November, coaches got a lot of cliches. I'll tell you the real truth in January.
Coach, you mentioned early in the season still trying to figure out a lot of things, a lot of rotations. Jazz McWilliams played 20 minutes today, second straight game she's gone over that mark. What have you seen from her in the early going?
Yeah, I appreciate the question because she's a captain. I think she's really embraced her role. She's a grinded out, gutty type player. We need that. You know, she's physical, goes hard to the basket, and will dive on the floor. And you know, we've seen it in practice too. So I feel like she gives us that spark right now, and hopefully that'll be contagious because you know we need more people to do the same.
First game of the season for Mercy Ademusayo and Crystal Wong. What did you see out of them? How do you envision them going forward?
Yeah, you know, Mercy's had been fighting some illness and some injuries, so you know, it was great to get her on the floor. She can change the game. We've seen that over the years, and I think for us to be successful, you know, for you know 30, 32, 33 game season, she has to help us. She can change defensively, especially the paint. She's a great shot blocker, rebounder. So you're going to see a lot more of her. We're just getting her back into practice. So. And then Crystal is, you know, just has this knack for the ball, and you're going to see a lot from her too. And I said she played on #1 high school team in the country last year, so she's used to, you know, big stages don't bother her. It's just getting her. Got to get her, you know, just fit her game into what we're doing.
Overall, how does defense fit into the identity of this team? How big of a factor is it?
Yeah. It's supposed to be what we're built on. How we built this program. We've had, I don't even know, you know, 12 winning seasons in the last 13 years, something like that. And we've done it defensively. We've led the Big Ten a couple of years. We're 1, 2, 3 in team defense in a great league. So, you know, we take a lot of pride in it. But this team, we got a lot of areas to grow. I think they want to be good defensively, but I think they get antsy and they want to just go and shoot too. So we might have a couple of practices where there's no balls in the gym. I don't know. We'll see.
Do one more question if anyone has one for now.
Okay.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned the defensive identity, key part of that, obviously rebounding. Last year the team had just about 35 a game. This year had, I think, almost 60 in the first game and then 41 today. What's the message been to the team in terms of making sure that you get a body on somebody and get the ball?
Yeah, I think, you know, you're seeing Paige, who had 20 rebounds and then 13 rebounds. So you're just seeing her really eating glass right now. I'm proud of her because, you know, she's battling for position. And she's doing one thing that, you know, I see that is really helping her. She's going to the ball. You know, she's you know, we call it out of space, but a lot of times she will block out hoping her teammate would get it. Now she's doing both and going and getting the ball. So that's a great sign for us. Okay, I appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You said after the UIC game? I don't even know, because I won 500 games at GW, and I walked in one day, I had no idea.
Yeah.
And they said, Coach, you got to go upstairs. And they had a party. And I was like, wow, that was cool. What's the party for? I thought it was for recruits. And it was for me. I think my wife had something. But does that mean this win now I'm the winningest coach?
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a party. Yeah, okay, that's a great honor to be part of this at Northwestern. So appreciate you guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.